human hair wig, chic lob cut, lace top, retails for under $1,000, and you don't have to wear a wig grip with this wig. I'm Jess from Hair Loss Girl Boss, and I'm so excited to share this wig with you. This is the Sevim wig from Vexorawigs, so let's get started. Let's start with all the basics, and then we can get to the good part and try her on and style her. So Sevim comes in a 14-inch length. There are layers cut throughout, and it gives the wig a really nice movement. This is a wig that you can flip your hair around, and it is so much fun. The color is a chocolate gradient with highlights. So you can see just very subtle changes in color, giving it beautiful dimension. Sevim has a lace front with a lace top. It does have a lining that we'll take a look at closer, and it also has bleached knots. One of my favorite things about Vexorawigs is their cap construction. So let's take a closer look. So here we'll look at the top of the cap. There is a lace top, and it does have a lining. This lining, if you like it, you can leave it to give you that more scalp-like appearance. If not, you can remove this. The best part about this cap construction is that there is wig grip material sewn into the cap. You can see here all along the top, on the ear tabs, as well as the nape of the wig. And I know it might seem like there's no way this little bit of material is going to keep your wig secure, but it's true. I will show you in just a little bit how secure this wig is when you have the material already sewn in. So if you're someone who has a lot of trouble with wig grips, or you just don't like the feeling of them underneath your wig, a cap like this is a fantastic option because you can eliminate the wig grip altogether. The rest of the cap is a close wefted stretch cap. You have adjusters along your nape. So let's go ahead and try her on. Now I said I'm not gonna be wearing a wig grip with this, so I'm just gonna dive right in. Whenever I put my wigs on, I like to hold them at the nape, and then I aim my forehead towards the middle of the wig. This is straight out of the box. I have not done a thing to this wig just yet, but how chic is this length? I love a bob. It is so cute. His hair just moves so beautifully. And you can see the color. I'm in front of a window in natural sunlight. So next up, we are gonna cut the lace on this together. You can see that it comes with a very generous lace front, but obviously that is not all going to stay there. So we're gonna trim it back to about a 1/4 of an inch in front of the hairline, and I'll show you exactly how I do that. Before I trim the lace, I'm going to get all the hair back and away from the lace. And I find the best way to do that is to just wet down the hairline. Get all those baby hairs back. Now, there are lots of different ways to trim your lace. Some people do it while they're wearing it. I can't do it that way. Some people do it on a cork head. I prefer to just take it off and snip it kind of in my lap. So I'll show you how I do it. A couple tips when it comes to cutting your lace. You want to start with sharp scissors. Don't use like your kid's safety scissors or anything. And take your time. Don't feel rushed. Always leave more lace than you might think. Just take your time, be generous with the lace. We can always go back and trim again. And another thing I would say is make long snips and try to go straight. Wet this section a little bit more. Okay. Now at the corners here, you're not going to want this hanging down. So I'm going to trim that. The lace is trimmed. Take that out. Close. All right, so another thing that I really like to do with all of my reviews is to wash and air dry the wig. So I'm gonna go give this wig a wash, let it air dry overnight, and then tomorrow we can take a look at the hair. I find that doing this really gives you a good idea of the quality of the hair, the true texture of the hair, and then from there we'll style it. So I will see you in just a little bit. All right, I am back with Sevim. I have washed her. I always shampoo twice, condition once whenever I wash my wigs, and then I let her air dry overnight. The hair looks beautiful, still has that healthy shine to it. She does dry pretty straight, so if you like a straight style, you wouldn't have to do much to this wig, but we're also going to see how well it holds a curl in just a little bit. But I had mentioned that the cap construction on this wig does have the wig grip material already sewn in, so we are going to put it to the test. I'm going to put her on without a wig grip, and we're going to see how secure this wig is on my head. So I just have my hair clipped up in the back. Okay, so you can see it air dried really beautifully. Okay, let's see if she stays on. Didn't budge. Okay, so after all of that, I did not feel it slipping at all while I was moving my head around. It stayed perfectly in place. I love this cap construction. I think every wig should come like this because it's just one less thing to put on your head, one less thing to worry about. So now let's get this wig ready to wear. First up, I'm just gonna make sure that I have all of my bio hair back and out of the way. Since I don't have a wig grip on, I don't really have something to hold all my hair back. So I'm gonna take a rat tail comb. I'm just gonna kind of scoop. I know it's tempting, but never use your finger under the lace because you're gonna stretch your lace. And you can just gently scoop everything. As far as the fit of this wig, I'm wearing a size medium. I have a 22.5-inch circumference, and I also have a kind of long front to nape measurement, but this wig fits me absolutely perfectly. It comes all the way down to the bottom of my nape. It doesn't feel like it's riding up in the back. It sits comfortably where my hairline would be, and I'll show you where the ear tabs sit right about here and here. And I am going to blend my bio hair from about the temple down to my ear, and I'll show you how I do that in just a little bit. But first, let's take a closer look at the hairline and the part line. So the powder is in the part line. And now it all kind of blends together. I also like for my part lines to be a little bit messy. I don't like when they're perfectly straight. I think it looks more natural if they're not so perfect. Let's see how well this hair holds a curl. As you can see, it air dried pretty straight. So you have the option to wear this either in a straight style, as it is now, nice and easy, not much to do there, or we're gonna try putting a little bit of curl into it and see how it does. With this wig, you do have a large lace top, so you have the option to move your part around. It came with this right side part already in it, but I'll show you, you can move your part anywhere you want. So you can have a middle part, you can have a side part to either side. It really gives you a lot of freedom, and you're gonna have that scalp-like look wherever you move it. So we're gonna be applying heat to this wig. So first thing we're gonna do is add heat protectant. I'm using the Chi 44 Iron Guard, but always use some type of heat protectant. I'm just gonna give it a light mist. I like to brush it through. And then I just give it a minute to dry. You don't have to wait a really long time, but you don't want it to feel wet. I'm using a 1-inch, this is a Babyliss ceramic curling iron. This is my favorite curling iron. It's squeaky. I probably need a new one at this point, but I keep it set around 350 whenever I am curling, and I try to be off the hair, on and off the hair as fast as I possibly can. And one thing I do is I'll run the curling iron over the hair first to heat it up. Helps you avoid any of those clamp marks that you get sometimes. And then I wind the curl down and around as I release it. All right, everything is curled. I'm gonna give it a light mist. It's a 10 Miracle Finishing Spray. Just do a light mist. Whenever I style my wigs, I will typically style the entire wig one time after I wash it, and then between washes, I only heat style it if I absolutely have to and maybe touch up the curls around my face. But like I said, the less you do to your wig, the better. All right, the curls are cooled, so moment of truth, let's see how they hold. Oh my God, it's so cute. Gives it like just that perfect amount of messy wave. This might be my new favorite, I don't know. It's just so chic and so cute. And it feels so nice and light. I'm a big fan. Okay, last thing I'm going to do to get this one ready to wear is just pull out a little bit of my bio hair here. And then what I like to do is I will take a dark hair powder and I will apply that to the lace where my bio hair is overlapping, so you can kind of see it here. It just really helps for that lace that sometimes can be visible on the sides for it to really blend in with your bio hair. The Sevim wig is 140% density, so density refers to how much hair is sewn per inch into the wig. This wig feels very light and like a very natural density. It doesn't feel heavy or too much, and the way I like to test it is to just do an ear tuck. So this has a nice, easy, natural feeling ear tuck. It's not an overwhelming amount of hair, but you still have that thick, gorgeous, luxurious look and feel. Let's do a quick review. This is the Sevim wig from Vexorawigs. She comes in a 14-inch bob with some layers cut throughout, giving you really nice movement. The color is a chocolate brown gradient with some subtle highlights, giving it nice dimension. Sevim has a lace top with a liner and also a lace front. This cap construction does have wig grip material sewn into it. The Sevim wig comes in 140% density, which is a very natural and light feeling density. This wig air dries straight, but it does hold a curl, as you can see here. I put in some beachy waves, so it's very versatile in how you want to style. Overall, I'm a big fan of the Sevim wig. I love the chic lob cut. I love the density and the movement you can have with this wig. I'm always a big fan of when you can flip the hair around and it look completely natural. This human hair wig retails for $986, but I do have a code for you. So code Jess will get you 20% off, bringing this down to around $788, which I think is a fantastic value for this wig. I hope you found this review helpful. Please give it a like and subscribe so that you don't miss any wig content that is coming up. And as always, if you have any questions, my DMs are open.